Hello there. Today, as you can see, we're attempting to load Supercars on the ZX Spectrum. This is going to be another back-to-back video. We're going to cover this on the Specky and the Amiga once I've finished showing myself up on this one. Yeah. As you can see, it already tells you there, it's a Gremlin graphics game, and it was released in 1990. It's a top-down racer. For people who have watched my channel before, you'll know I really like this sort of thing. Yeah, I've covered most of them now, I think. As with most games of this type, you can upgrade your car, buy new cars. You have to come, I think, in the first or second to progress to the next race. And that's about it, really. I think there's 9 tracks. Well, there we go. Stop the tape. And we're on. I'll just turn it up a bit. Before we play, I just want to say the reason we're playing this is I didn't actually know this existed. I recently watched Paul Bads, my good friend, whose channel I will link in the description below, cover the Atari version. And cracking video. In fact, I think what I might do is I might actually link that video so you can see another version of this game if you choose to. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I hope you're alright with that, Paul, if you watch this. I should probably have asked first. Anyway, I'm waffling. In his video, he commented that this had been released on the Spectrum, and I didn't know. I remember playing the Amiga version to death, and its sequel, but I didn't know this existed, so I immediately went on eBay and bought the tape. It's been a swine to load. I have multiple Speckies, and I have them all set with the head at slightly different levels. And this is Specky number 5. Yeah, so I've had to go through 5 Speckies to get it to load. Some people would probably think it'd be easier just to adjust the head, but I'm lazy. I just swap it out and put a different one in. Yeah. So anyway, let's give it a go. So the keys are Q, A, O, P and space. There's no redefine, unfortunately. You can pick any of the tracks, but once you complete the track, it gets a tick next to it. There's the garage here, which is a bit garish, to be honest. Here you can buy bits. It tells us bottom left how much cash we've got, the car we're in, and like I said, you can buy these bits, but you can't buy any yet, really. Well, you can a few, but we're not gonna. We're just gonna go straight into racing. So we go exit and track 1. And we're on. And we're off. So, with no weapons, because I didn't buy any. So what we're going to have to do is you're just going to have to outrace these guys. Oh. There we go, we're into second. Oh. As you can see on the bottom rightish of the screen, you have bars, engine, bodywork, fuel and tyres. If any of them get to 0, it's game over, basically. Yeah, so you can repair your car and refuel it and whatnot in the shop after the races. So as you can see, it's fairly easy, this level. I must say, I'm a bit disappointed with the mechanics of the car. It's a bit floaty. There's no, what's the word? There's no inertia to it. Yeah, as you'll see with the Amiga version, if you go into a corner too hard, it will slip and slide. Whereas this, it just turns. That might change as we upgrade the car and get faster. But as for now, I've lapped you. As for now, yeah, it's a bit easy to drive, as you can tell, because I'm waffling on and I'm miles ahead of everybody. I think in the sequel you could play it 2-player as well. I'm sure I remember playing it with my brother. No 2-player option on this version. I can't remember if you get a 2-player version on the original on the Amiga, to be honest. We'll see when we get to that. Yeah. So as you can see, we're in position 1 and we're on the last lap. So we're just going to take it nice and easy, because any damage to the car has to be paid for. There we go. And we're done. Congratulations, track 1 completed. I didn't just complete it, I wiped the floor with them. So there we go, max speed 107 mile an hour, average lap time, best lap time, and money we earned. And that's it. As you can see now, it's got a tick at the side of it. And now we can go, I think we can go in here and buy different cars actually. Yes, here we go. Goes for the manual car. Please make a selection. Why do we do that? Oh, that's what we've got. So, should we have a look at this? So you want to buy a new 2.3 litre Vogue Interceptor. Costing? Oh, we haven't got the money. Leave it. Yeah, we can't afford it. So we'll just go buy a couple of bits. What should we have? Gotta have a front missile. Yeah. And we'll have a turbocharger, I think. But we'll not spend all his money, because we're better off saving up for a faster car. So now we can go to track number 2. And we're off. Oh. That's him past. So we're in 3rd position now. And chasing 2nd. There we go, the ramp. And down the inside. Nice. I fired my missile. Yep, we've took him out. That's it. There's no damage for the AI players. You hit them once and they're out. So that's it. We're in 1st place now. It's a lot easier than I remember on the Amiga. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do one more race, and then we'll fire the Amiga version up. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. It's as it came out in 1990, it came out right at the end of the Specky's life. Did this one? So I think by 1990 a lot of us had moved on. I certainly had. I think the Specky had gone and I was saving up for my Amiga, because I actually had a gap between both systems. Bit of a schoolboy error really, because I had no to play on for months. But did you play this? Did you play this originally on your Spectrum when it came out, or have you played it since? They're always good questions to ask, because I think it's interesting to hear from people who played the games back in the day rather than just visiting them now. Because I think when you play a game as a kid, you're more forgiving coming back to the game than you are necessarily if you play it for the first time, as I am. Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. Although I'm concentrating a bit now, so I could just be saying random words. Yeah, it's a lot easier than I remember the Amiga version being. I'm going to be interested to fire that up and see if it's... Oh, didn't want to do that. If it's as easy to do. And also, what I've forgotten to do is repair my car after the race. So as you can see now, fuel's getting very low. I think it'll do this race, but it most certainly wouldn't do the 3rd one. The engine and body is getting damaged. I think as your engine gets damaged, your car actually runs slower, if I remember rightly. But I could have dreamt that. Yeah. Oh, just squeezed through there. And we're coming up to lap another car. Will we get him before the end of the race? I don't think so. Maybe. It's close, but no cigar. Track 2 completed. Results to follow. Race number 2, position 1st, max speed 99 mile an hour. So that might be due to the engine wear, to be honest. I'm not quite sure. So we've got 36 grand now. Still not enough to buy a car. but we can buy a lot of bits. I can't remember. I can't remember how to... I thought you just selected above. No, I can't remember how to do... Oh! Ah, it's there. So you click on them. So there, we've repaired all them. That's took us 10 grand out of his bank account. Let's have an ice speed kit, I think. That'll do. We've spent most of his cash. To be honest, I should have... Yeah, let's just spend it all up, because we're only doing this level. So we'll have another front missile. And we'll have a turbocharger. Oh, we'll have everything. Anti-spin. And whatever that is. We can't afford a rear missile because I've spent up. Right, track 3. So we'll do this last track and then we'll fire the Amiga version up. So, oh, it's a lot faster. Oh, look out for the oil. Oh no! Did I get him? Yeah, I got him. So we're into second. Oh. And now we're into first. Let's slide around the corner. Under the bridge. Watch out for the oil that I've just run straight through. You divvy. As I remember, you have to be very careful going under the bridges. You've got to try and keep your car straight, because if you hit the walls under the bridges, it's very easy to get turned around and lose loads of time. Bollocks. Lose loads of time trying to get your car straightened out. And then we're off again. Hurtling around the track. Lap 2. Straight over the aisle. It don't matter this one, because you always end up pointing the direction you came in. So if you hit it straight going down the track, you just end up further down the track, still pointing the same direction. It's only a problem if you're pointing towards a wall, like you end up there. So we dodge that one. Around the bend. Oh, there we go. Well, I thought I was going to spin there, but it let me off that time. Oh. Can't get it going straight. There we go. I've no missiles left. You only get one, which is a bit of a cop-out, to be honest. Get out of my way. What lap we on? Oh. Got away with that one. Yeah, we're miles in front anyway. And I've just developed an itchy nose. I can't itch my nose and race. I wonder if Formula 1 drivers ever get itchy noses. Yeah. I bet that's hard work with an helmet on. I do come out with some random rubbish sometimes. There we go. Around that corner. Over the oil slick again, which doesn't really bother us. Into the last few corners. And there we go. That's it. Another race won. Now, some people may be watching this and thinking this is far too easy, but it's not. I'm just making it look easy because I am that good. Results to follow. So his max speed's way up there because we've obviously speeded up his car. His average is 37 seconds and his best was 28, and we've won 20 grand. And we're on to track 4, but we're not going to do for track 4. You've seen everything. It's just different tracks. Yeah, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to pause the video and fire up the Amiga. You'll be back in the blink of an eye, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. And you're back in the room. And we're back on the Amiga. Yeah, just played the Spectrum version. Or at least you've just watched the Spectrum version. there's actually a 2-day gap in me filming this. I did intend to do them back to back, and ended up having to go do something else less boring instead. Yeah, so God knows what I said in the first half of the video on the Specky. We'll just play it by ear, and hopefully I won't repeat myself too much. I have to say, they are two badly dressed people there. Yeah. Yeah. I always hated that picture. It's dreadful. Yeah, so we're on the Amiga. This was released in the same year, but obviously there's a lot more bits and bobs. I don't remember this bit. Probably because as a kid I never waited. I used to just press fire and try and get on the game as quickly as possible. So again, it was released by Gremlin Graphics, and it plays very similar to the Spectrum version, although I think it handles a lot better, this version. The cars have a lot more inertia, which I'll try and show you in the video. Anyway, sick of listening to all that, or reading that. Let's get on with it. Loading. Well, here we go. So we can put his name in here. So we are going to. Yeah, you just have to wait. Or switch me off because you're bored. There we go. And now we're heading to the screen, which is very similar to the screen we saw on the Spectrum. So there you've got the exactly same 9 tracks, sales office for the cars, or the garage to buy bits and bobs. There we go. Look, a bit easier on the eye, this version, than the Spectrum version was, but you've got exactly the same things to buy. We're not buying anything. We're just going to get right into the racing. There we go. Track 1. And we're on. So as you can see, we set off in last with a blue car. Oh, just T-boned him. I don't know if you can see or not. I don't know if it's going to come across in the video, but the cars, they do skid and slide about. So you do have to correct them and turn into the corners early. Not that early though. Yeah. Whereas on the Specky version, they just seemed a bit, I don't know what the right word is for it, a bit, it didn't feel like driving a car. It was good fun, don't get me wrong, but this, it does feel like if you hit the corner too fast, you are going to slide, and you have to be aware of that, especially as the cars get faster. I mean, we're in the standard car, standard speed at the minute, but as we upgrade it, we will have to come off the throttle in tricky bits of the track, or you'll just crash. So as with the Specky version, we're in first place and coming up to lap cars now. It's laid out exactly the same as the Specky version, although it's gone now, so waffle on about that. Results to follow. There we go, position 1, max speed, average speed, best lap and prize. There we go. So now we should go back to the menu screen. I think what we'll do, it's ticked, look, because we've completed it. I think we'll do the next 2 tracks just like we did on the Specky version. But first we'll go to the garage. And we'll repair the car. Like that. And then we'll have a front missile because of the fun. What we got left? 7 grand. I think what we'll do is we'll have high speed kit, and that's about us spent up. Yeah, so let's exit and pick the second track. Really takes me back, this. Until I watched Paul's video, which I mentioned at the start of the video, I think. and that will be in the comment section. I'm fairly sure I already mentioned that also. Yeah, I've totally forgotten about this. I am definitely going to have to revisit the sequel, because I think, although this is great fun, I think that was even better. And we're off. Oh, straight into third. No, second. Are we going to get second? Yeah, look at that. Go out for the oil. Oh, bit of a slide there. I'm going to go down the inside. T-boned him. Doesn't matter though. Now this bit is quite tricky. As you can see, I didn't get that right at all. Down the straight. Watch out for the oil. We just about got away with that. Oh, turned in a bit early. See if we can get this right this time. No, we can't get it right. Rubbish. Yeah, if I get the corner in right, you can carry a lot more speed through that. Oh. That right. As I said before, or I think I did, you've got to be careful in the tunnels because it's very easy. Very easy when you can't see your car to get confused. He's catching me. He's catching me. That's not very good. Oh. You see how it drifted towards the barrier then, even though I went in a straight line? Oh, I'll tell you what, he's overtook me. I'm not having that. But I missed him. I've only got one missile, so I've proper bodged that up. We've got one more lap, I think. So I'm going to have to catch him. Oh, not like that, David. Oh, it's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. No. I need to get past. Get out of my way. Oh. Round the outside. No, it's got it. Oh, that were close. How to make an easy race look hard. I think that's what you've got to say about that one. So that's track 2 completed. We'll do the third track just like we did on the Specky version. They're exactly the same tracks. As I said, I just think the cars handle better on this version. I don't mind the graphics because at the end of the day the Specky does what the Specky can. Obviously the Amiga had a lot more power. But the handling, they could have got the handling right, I think. Because there's a lot of better handling games on the Specky. Yeah. Yeah. Supercars 2, I don't know. I can't remember what the differences are. I'm fairly sure, as I mentioned, concentrating. You could play that 2-player. That stuff slows you down, I think. Oh. Messing it up. Get out of my way. Yeah, I think the water and the sand slows you down. Right, we're into second, but he's got quite a lead on us, so we're going to have to chase him down. There we go. Catching him. Got to watch out for the skidding. You lose loads of time if you spend too much time going sideways. Right, here we go. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Nice. If you're not first, you're last. Yeah, I'm not first. I don't know if you've noticed not, but he's a different type of car. If you look now, the two on screen, you can see. Yeah, he's I don't know if that's supposed to be a Lamborghini or what, but he's a lot faster than them, and a lot faster than me if it's driven properly. Definitely faster in the corners. You can see he's got a lot more grip. So my lead just disappears. I really should have upgraded my car, but I was too busy waffling and not paying attention as usual. What's that? That's last lap. So all I've got to do is keep him behind me and I've won. We are getting a bit of a lead now, which is nice. Around these last few corners where he does catch me up a bit, but I think we've done enough now to win the race. Yeah, here we go. Onto the straight. And that's it, another win. Another win. Unusual for me. Yeah, so that's the Amiga version. as I said, I'm going to link Paul Badd's Atari version, so you can look at that and see what you think. I don't think there's anything else to see. So as usual, I'll ask, what are your memories of this game on either system or the Atari? Thanks for watching, those who did. Catch you later. Bye bye.